that I managed to cut it over here. All I have to do is just use the separate command, which is go over here, separate, just like that. It should separate into two pieces, which it did. I delete it, and I have something like this, which you guys already figured out. Once you have that, you put in the drawer that you already had, door you already have completed. Move it back into position. Hopefully, you remember what distance. And I have myself a new custom cabinet. The next step for this would be, just if you guys want, you can add shelves, or what we can do is do the door handles. So to do the door handles, I already have some done over here. I'm just gonna make new ones right now. What we need to go is to the top view first. Figure out how big the handle we want. So I'm gonna draw a rectangle, about 2 inches wide by 4 inches deep, high. Oops. So I go rectangle, D, enter, 2 by 4.5. It's really up to you. Make it as big or as small as you want, as long as it works. It can be just a doorknob, for all I care. But that's my rectangle. I'm going to use that as a reference to drawing my handle. I'm going to explode this to work with it. So I go explode. Wait, to explode. Select the object, explode it. And what I'm going to do next is offset, or I can type in distance of the thickness of the actual handle. In this case, I used 1/4 inch, or an eighth, I think. Offset 1/4 inch. And I'm going to trace over these two rectangles at the end again. So I do have my two solids. I'm going to be lofting from one to the other using a path. And all I need to do next is just draw that path. To do that, I'm just going to do what we did with the cabinet. So I'm going to just move this over so you guys can see it better. I'm going to change my UCS to view it from like a left view so I can work easily and establish points of my actual line path that we're going to be using. So I'm going to actually do both sides. Yeah, that's about fine. Going to use a polyline. Start from here. Go here. Go here. Go here. And I'm just going to modify that a little bit by offsetting this point. There's one line. And I'm going to use another polyline. And just do a simple one on this side. Next step is I just need to loft this solid piece to this solid piece. Since there's a line still there, do a blue box and delete it out. Again, loft this to this, enter, guides. There we go. And that's my actual handle. It looks kind of dull, flat, not that interesting. I'm going to need to actually extend these endpoints to be extruded out so I can put my fingers underneath. So I can do that right now by going to modify extrude faces. There we go. Select this face. Oops. Extrude this face. I think I selected it. There we go. And type a distance about that. That didn't work. Alright, do one at a time. Modify solid editing, extrude face. There we go. I'll show type of distance so I can figure it out later. Yeah, you learn from your best mistakes. So select that, enter. So 0.25. And same thing over here. Modify extrude faces. Nope, it's not letting me select it. Let's see if I can get it on the other side. So I can extrude faces. There we go. 0.25. So I got myself a little better handle. I can put my fingers underneath. But this part isn't that wavy as much as I wanted it to be. So what I can do is I shoved this before I actually did the handle. That's okay. I'll keep this and I'll make a separate one. I'll work from this one. I'm gonna actually explode it. I should have done this part before, but that's okay. And I'm gonna move these over. So this one's gonna be a little bit inward, and this one's gonna be a little bit inward also. I'm gonna make it a little bit easier to grab and more interesting looking. So again, oh geez, I'm missing the. Gotta draw in the rectangle since I lost those. That's an easy fix. That's a 1, 2. There we go. I should make a copy of these so I can extrude them down later instead of using extrude face. So I'm gonna copy these about 5 inches. There we go. Lofting the solid to solid using my new guides, which is this one and this one. There we go. And I'm gonna move these back, or actually extrude them out now, going downwards by 0.25. Moving back 5 inches. And I got myself a completely new design of a handle. The hatching is just reference. I wouldn't worry too much about it. If I render it, it should come out better. Let's see. This is going to be my new handle. That's my old handle. And it comes thin, but that's okay because it's sheet metal, so it's fine. And that's my actually new piece of door handle, which is pretty cool in design. I can union the bottom pieces to it, which I created, like so. Oops, that was a little weird. That is completely weird. Not quite sure why it's doing that. Makes no sense whatsoever. Guess I can try extruding the face. It's not normal. Subtracting instead of adding. Let's see if I can fix this up a little. That's okay. Move this up maybe a little. Fix it. Oh, let me just pause this. So I got it to be one piece. Now I just gotta move it into my door. And position it, and if I need to I can extrude it out the bottom piece to fit perfectly onto my piece, or I can do a 3D rotate from a specific point. Oh, that wasn't it. Perfect. Okay, let's try it again. Select that object, 3D rotate. There we go. Let's turn off all these so I can actually get it to the perfect angle. So something like that. There we go. And just make a mirror. You can get more into depth with this, but I don't want to make if you go top view. Select that handle. Mirror it